Alrighty, we return to the Silver Lark Archives for their episode 2 of Tales of Shadow and Fire. We return as our players are dealing with a rather interesting situation, but would any of y'all like to tell everyone what's going on and why you're in trouble? You already opened your maw. Go. Marvelous. Marvelous. Initiative has indeed been rolled, and the first one to be able to do anything is our boy Rufus, who is barking at a crocodile. But he's not jumping out of the boat because Sil would yell at him, so he's holding his action. He's going to bite that thing if he gets over here. That brings us to Korvac. Korvac is going to turn his team's boat as they are going to start going 10, 15. They continue to turn. 20. 25. 30, 40. As he turns his boat and goes and fights a crocodile, as Rufus gets over there, Rufus is like, oh, I got something to grab. As Rufus sticks his giant furry face in the water and tries to bite this thing. That is not Rufus, that's the crocodile. The Rufus is going to go for some bites. Unfortunately, that first one's going to be a miss for Rufus, with the second one hitting. He is going to do 11 damage, but it is in the water and immune to throw. But that brings us to Tamerlane, as Korvac is using his action to drive the boat. Gotcha. It is mostly submerged in the water as of the moment. Gotcha. It is. Gotcha. That is going to succeed. So do me a 2d8 of damage. Ooh, necrotic. Nice. As you see, as the bell tolls, the Hydra starts to thrash, the water becoming more and more unstable as it moves around, and the waves are starting to come out from around it, upsetting the boat a little bit, moving it up and down. I need acrobatics check from the 5 individuals standing on the boat. Sigurd's keeping his balance. That's athletics, not acrobatics. Yeah, so you're fine. However, y'all are going to hear a splash as Darian is going to fall in the water. Which brings us to, you're also in heavy armor and drowning. April's going to manage to hold her, and Tank's in the air, so it doesn't need to worry about that. As y'all hear the sploosh, as Darian, you sink 20 feet down. The green bar is what I'm going to be using for how deep y'all are. In the water, let me make it sure so those that are in the water can be seen, the green bar. Do note that is also the thing I use for... No, I'm not going to put it up this time. It's usually what I use for how many spells your NPCs have left, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So, anything else from Tamerlane as you see Darian crash into the water? That will bring us to Sigurd. Sigurd, you are currently holding on to the large stick you were using to push the boat along the water. If you're not holding onto it, the boat will start to drift. Away. Mm-hmm. It's the waves from the things crashing. Yeah. He's 20 feet under the water. Gotcha. Do note you will still have that thing in your hand. Yeah. What's your trigger? Okay. That is gonna bring us to April. April's going to keep it relatively easy. She is going to launch a pair of bolts over at the Hydra. April, I know you have a better hit than that. Alrighty, she is going to send out a pair of bursts from a short wand, one of which is going to miss, the other one is going to detonate on the head, dealing a total of 26 damage. It continues to thrash about. Sigurd, you are keeping the boat from getting moved around in the waves, keeping y'all close to where Darien is deep under the water.
But that will bring us to Sil.
Yep.
He is sinking faced.
Yep. Rufus is within 30 feet. I think, based on the thing I just see. He is 35. He does have his action saved. If you tell him where to move the boat. So you start to shift the boat back. Are you trying to turn it or just going straight back? That is still 35 feet away. You would need to turn the boat, yeah. Because Sil needs to be one square over. She needs to be one square to the left. Yep. Just if he backs up and turns the boat, you can get on the other side and cast from there.
You can also jump in the water.
Mm-hmm. Do I have a token for water walk? Nope. Did you cast it on Tink too? I should also point out that it is still water that is being churned up, so it's going to be a little hard to move on.
Mm-hmm. And if it gets notoriously choppy in an area, you will have to make acrobatics to stay standing,
As the waves are going to get big.
Okay.
That brings us to the Hydra, as it is on its way. As it's going to swim its happy ass right up under this.
As it is completely submerged under the water in Darien, you can see it coming for you.
As one of the heads is going to take a snap at you. It is going to hit Darien. Darien, you are going to take 7 piercing from the first attack. The second one's going to miss. The third one and the fourth one are both going to hit the boat, and it is going to start to sink as it gets snapped in half. So it can get at the party, and then the last one is going to go against April. It is going to hit April and do 9 damage to April. For those that were on the boat, I will need an acrobatics check, as you are on a boat that just got destroyed. It would be acrobatics. Everyone's still standing. Whoop, what did you hear? What? How did you... Oh, I know what that was. Yeah. Yeah. I still need the acrobatics from... What the... Oh, I selected the boat. We are going to send you there. And April is going to make her acrobatics. She's going to succeed as she hops off the boat. I still need Sills. Oh, yeah, you were out behind. Right. And that is it for the Hydra, which is going to bring us to Tink. As Tink is going to use their action to summon their friend. Come here, Tink. It can fly. There's Belle. As Belle the Clockwork Dragon appears next to them. And they are going to start outputting a little bit of magic. As Tink is going to use their bonus action to activate her buddy. Oh, we never split this up. Whoops. 10 feet. So I'm going to put a 10-foot aura. Blue's going to be a little bit hard to see, so I'm going to put purple. Save. And everybody in this aura is going to gain 8 temporary hit points. And since we're using the green bar as how deep you are, actually, since it doesn't really matter anymore, because you now have water walking, it's going to be back to the green bar. Oops. Even when I don't know why your AC's messed up. It was messed up on your token. Actually, Darian would not get that as he is too deep in the water to get it at the moment. But then Tink's going to make back up a little bit, trying to get a little bit higher in the water, or in the air, above this thing, which then brings us to this thing, who is going to launch itself out of the water, as is the giant crocodile do, as it is going to try to grab Rufus. It is going to hit Rufus, and Rufus is going to take 25 piercing damage, and Rufus has been grappled and ripped off the boat. As there is a loud splash behind y'all. As Rufus is now grappled. Alrighty. That will then bring us to Darian. Darian, you immediately shoot back up to the top of the water. Yes. What are you using? You'd have to try to swim down there because it's about 5 feet under.
Yeah. Do note if you're using a longsword, yeah?
You don't have a swim speed, so you will have disadvantage on weapons that are not like a trident, a javelin, a net, shit like that. It also didn't pop back up to attack. It has dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident are the ones that don't have a disadvantage underwater.
So put it on the green bar. It's your bonus action to activate Form of Dread, I think. Okay.
Gotcha. That is indeed going to miss. That is going to hit.
Gotcha. That is going to deal a total. What's that last number?
I don't think it is. It's not even the right damage for that, because that also doesn't have your modifier or the weapon. Yeah. Your form of dread doesn't add any extra damage, does it? Okay, that's fair. Okay. And it needs to make a wisdom save, yeah. It is going to save. Gotcha. Bell lands on your head. Fair. Alrighty. That is going to bring us to Rufus over there, who is not in a good situation as he's been ripped off the boat. But that's not going to stop the bestest of boys from trying to bite the crud out of a crocodile. He's going to hit with the first one. Miss with the second. He is going to do 7 damage. And he is thrashing about trying to get free of the crocodile, but not succeeding. Which brings us to Korvac. Korvac's going to lay down the rod he was using. He is going to jump off the ship, standing on the water, and he is going to strike down with his greatsword at the crocodile underneath him. He is going to rage and reckless. And he is going to Great Weapon Master. As he is going to try to hit this thing as hard as he possibly can. So, 1, 2. So that is a 12 and a 20. The 20 is going to hit. He is going to do 33 damage to this crocodile. As it is just at the top. As they are going to continue to thrash about as they fight with Rufus. I now need acrobatic checks from both of them. He keeps his feet, and Rufus is under the water, so he really doesn't need to keep his feet. Tamerlane, that brings us to you. Okay. 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 It is going to save, so only take 8 damage.
Roll the ability. Okay. Technically, it resisted, so well, not resisted. It saved against it, so it would do that. It's still part of the damage, is what I'm trying to think about. Because it takes half of the damage because it saved against it. You do extra, you don't deal damage or spell. Yeah, right. So it does an additional 3. Alrighty. Anything else? Gotcha. That'll bring us to Sigurd. Sigurd, as the water detonates around, I need a acrobatics from Darian, April, Sigurd, and Syl. I'll at disadvantage due to the implosion of water around the creature. Darian is on the ground again. He is getting knocked prone. Need one for disadvantage one for Sigurd, so I still need one more for Sigurd. Yeah. April's gonna hold. Yeah. Sigurd is also going to lose his footing and collapse to the ground. April's gonna hold. Syl's gonna hold. Which will bring us to Sigurd. Sigurd, you're on the well, you're not on the ground. You're flat on your back in the water. Half year. Then it would be 20. Okay. Do you remember it is still under the water? Technically, he's 10. Because he's under the water, yeah. Okay. Are you dropping the stick, by the way? Maybe you don't automatically drop what you're holding. Alrighty. That's 2 key blasts. The second one's gonna hit. Alrighty. That is going to do 8 damage. Roll the ability. Get a new attack options, special ranged spell attack. You straight up can't cast spells. So you would be unable to use your key blast while raging. Yep, you just have to swim down. Yep. Yeah, you would have disadvantage. Because you're having trouble punching through water. It's slowing you down. That's still going to hit, though. For 11 damage. And are you recklessing? No, you're not. You don't have reckless. I think you're only one level above. Second one's going to miss. Gotcha. Yeet. That is going to bring us to April, who is going to disengage, and they are going to make their way this way. And since it's rough terrain, they only get about that far. That brings us to Syl. No. Shooting ranged into water doesn't give you disadvantage. It's fighting under the water. But you will not be able, if it's like a bow or something, you won't be able to use your long range, only your short range. But it's a spell, so it doesn't matter.
Gotcha. Yep, that's going to hit. And it's going to have whoever attacks it next will have advantage. Nice.
Because it has a red and green dice roll.
So one's a 6, one's a 1. Fair. Anything else for sale? Alrighty, 2 heads are going to go for Darian. They both have advantage due to Darian being prone still. First one's going to hit, second one's going to hit. Darian, you're going to take a total of 17 piercing. Next one's going to go for Sigurd, which is going to miss, I think. Yeah. And then it is going to swim under the party as it is going over here. As it is going to make an attack. That was 3 attacks? Yeah, 3 attacks. And it is going to make 1 at Korvac with advantage, which it's going to hit. Deal 7 damage to Korvac after his resistances. And then 1 against April. Doesn't have advantage on, thank goodness, but do 12 damage to her. Which blasts through her temp. But that is it for the Hydra, which brings us to Tink, who is going to fly over here. And Tink has an issue that this thing's in water, as their main spell is Firebolt. So instead, what they are going to do, they are going to cast a 2nd level Bless. They are going to cast it on. Actually, they want to. They're doing that. They want to go this way. Yeah, because they want to put it on Korvac. They want to put it on Sigurd. They want to put it on Darian. And the 4th one is going to go on Tink themselves as they try to hold on to the spell. As they are now concentrating. They're going to use their bonus action to have Belle come over here. And they are going to trigger another protector use. To give everybody in that purple bubble 9 temp. So that would be Belle, Sigurd, Darian, and Tink herself. Or Tink themselves. No, it just replaces with the higher. Alrighty, that will bring us to the crocodile, who is thrashing about, still trying to murderize good Rufus, as it still has a lockdown on him, dealing 17 damage to Rufus, as it is dragging Rufus under the water. As Rufus is struggling. Again, it is struggling against the magic, but he's being pulled down. Which brings us to Darian. Darian, what are you up to? Yes. Do remember moving across the top of the water with it being as choppy as it is difficult terrain. Okay. Gotcha. You have advantage on the first one. Can you hit? Because that's Divine Smite and Hex. That's 1 damage from your Hex. Yeah. He's not high enough. Oh, you do? Okay. So it didn't add your agonizing. That's just a d10. So that would be 1 necrotic. That'd be 7 force, which it resists. So that's going to go down to 3. And then the second one's going to hit. That is going to be 3 necrotic and 6 force. Why is it adding it separately? So that's 3 necrotic and 3 force damage. Alrighty. Alrighty. That brings us to Rufus. As Rufus is going to attempt to break free from the grapple as he's getting dragged under the water. It is not strong enough to fight that thing. It is being held under. But if he can get free, he will pop up. Let's see if he can beat this thing. He might. I don't think so, though. Yes, it's going to crit fail and lose its grip. As Rufus is going to pop back up after breaking the grapple. And then he is up at the top. He's just like, I was fighting that. And he's going to start trying to swim back down to where the crocodile was. He's going to try to bite. And he's going to miss with both. That brings us to Korbach. As that thing is too deep for Korvac to hit with his weapon. And he doesn't do well underwater. But there is a Hydra that's just under the water. And that motherfucker, if I remember his sheet right, has a reach. Let me see. Yes, he does. As he is going to advantage strike at the Hydra behind him. He is going to Great Weapon Master against it. He has Bless now, so he can use that. 1, 2. He is going to hit with both of those. Maxing out both, he is going to do a total of 4 plus 22 plus 22 plus 5. He is going to do a total of 73 damage, which is going to sever one of this thing's heads. Which will then bring us to Tamerlan. Also, that was the first strike against the Hydra, who was very pissed off and thrashing. So I need acrobatics from everybody still standing on the water. Yeah, it started at 5. It's down to 4 heads. Korvac is going to manage to keep his feet. Darian is not. April's keeping their feet. Darian's back on the ground. Sigurd's going to keep their feet.
Then I need one from Sil. Sil's also going to be
holding their own. So Darian is the one that hits the ground again. Rufus doesn't need to make it because he's currently underwater fighting a crocodile.
That brings us to Tamerlan, and Tamerlan's high in the sky. Do note, Tamerlan, with you being 30 feet up, it's at a range of 40 for you. Okay. You have a straight shot. You're fine. Your issue is if it spreads out in the water.
Alrighty. Let me see. Dexterity save. It is going to fail and take the 37, which is also going to blast another head off. And I need a
D100, call high or low. You get advantage. Okay. Are you doing high or low? Okay. Roll D100.
Or roll 2d100 since you have advantage.
Second one's going to be high, so it does not spread out. It tries to. And those that are standing on the water feel a little bit of a tingle, but the brunt of it goes elsewhere. You lose control of it once it's in the water.
No. It hits normally. Does 37 damage. Alrighty. Tamerlane, is that it for you? Correct. Gotcha, so you're 10 feet off the ground? Okay. Anything. Yeah. That brings us to Sigurd.
You can see this thing's fighting. Rufus is fighting on the other side alone because Korvac can't get down to it.
Also, this boat has floated all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
Tamerlane. Alrighty. Roll the ability. Gotcha. Okay. And yours is an oar, that's what you meant. Because you're doing the Goku style flying.
Super Saiyan Sigurd. And you're diving in the water to go try to beat it up? Yeah. It would not help you in the slightest because you're no longer flying anymore, you're swimming.
It's already missed, so you're fine. Alrighty. That's gonna bring us to April, who's gonna go for. They're gonna back up a little bit, and they are going to start shooting bolts of magic down into the water. Both of which are gonna miss. Brings us to Sil. Yep. Mm-mm. Gotcha. And it's radiant, so it does not resisted by water. What's the save?
I'm pretty sure that's a save.
An 18. Yep, that's a save.
As always, when you roll high on damage. So, anything else for Seal?
Sure, let's find out. Give me a moment.
Yes, it would still be a disadvantage. Doop, doop. Oh no! The audio!
Again. Say something. Hang on. Say something. What on earth is going on? Say something. Try again.
I'm running out of things to say.
The audio wasn't on for y'all.
So you're talking to yourself for this last hour?
Yep.
Well, at least you're recording now.
I have been recording, it's just you haven't been able to hear the players. Yay.
Well, at least you figured out now, so they'll hear us for the next hour or 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
So it's not a completely wasted video.
Nope.
Is it working now?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay. Well, since they didn't get the recap, we're all fucked. We're fighting a Hydra, and we keep getting beat to shit.
New rule. Someone needs to remind CC at the beginning of every session to hit the audio record button.
Oh no, it was recording. It just didn't have y'all's channel. For some reason.
Rule still applies.
People can listen to you talk to yourself for an hour. Will be fine. I'll find it entertaining.
These are still our test sessions anyway. We'll figure everything out by October, hopefully.
At least y'all can see what's going on. It was just combat of y'all fighting.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
can you imagine if it was a just voice? They can't see what's going on or nothing.
Anyway, continuing on.
It's still you're summoning your spiritual weapon.
Yes. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
And that does force damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's halved.
Yep.
But it's at the very least constant damage. Well, quote unquote constant damage. If I can hit.
It's free real estate.
Pretty much. But that's all I can do.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us to the Hydra, which 4 heads are going to burst free from the stubs. You see it is going to heal a bit.
So it has how many now?
7 heads.
Oh, goody.
And it is going to start lashing out at the party. The first 2 are going to go for Sigurd. Both of which are going to hit. Sigurd, you are going to take 26 damage.
Can I reduce that?
Hold on, is that halved already? Because I'm
No,
raging.
that's normal. That's down to 13.
Donk. 7 off, please.
So that's going to be 20 damage, so down to 10 for Sigurd.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just remembered I can do that. Well, I'm in a position I can do that now.
That is going to bring us to Darian. It is going to try to bite a Darian.
Hate to remind you, it does have advantage on me.
Yes, I know. Who bites
Also,
for Darian?
make sure that you put your reaction thingy on your token.
That is going to be 16 total damage to Darian. 2 attacks are going to go for Korvac. Both with advantage. Both are going to hit.
At least he's raging.
21 down to 10. And then one of them is going to go for April. Because it's trying to bite anything and everything, and it's definitely hitting April for 8. But that brings us to the end of its turn, as it brings us to Tink. This Tink's going over here with a disengage to make sure they don't get bit. And then they are going to have... they're going to have this little buddy come down a little bit. And they are going to use their bonus action to use Protector on Darian and April, both of them getting 9/10.
Ooh.
Which brings us to the Croc, who's still fighting Rufus. As the Croc is going to go for a chomp. They are going to hit Rufus again, dealing 15 damage and re-grappling Rufus. Which means the buddy boy is underwater fighting with the Croc in his jaws again. Which brings us to Darian. Darian, what you up to?
Doing concentration stains for Hex.
Oh, fair. Yeah, there'd be 2 of them. I forgot to put the concentration icon on you. Concentration. Because you need more icons on your token.
I know, right? I don't know what's going on today. It's fine. Bonk.
You're going to keep it for the first one? Keep it for the second one?
They've rolled 15 twice, I'll take it. Right, I'm standing up for half my movement, which means I can't get to it again. So, I can, but then I can't hit it, so I'll just blast it.
Remember, you have Bless.
I do. I have that on my sheet, don't I? Somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yes, I
had
do.
Bless.
17.
That is going to hit.
Oh, I'll just do that one now. 18.
Also going to hit.
So, Hex is on. Donk, donk.
So it's going to be...
That should be right this time.
5 necrotic. That's going to be 18 force down to 9.
Yeah. And I don't think I have any bonus actions. Let me check. Oh, there's a giant bug on my screen. Hello. No. So that is all I will do for now. I'm chipping it away.
Alright.
Oh, fear thing. I forgot. Sorry, I got excited.
It gets 2 saves because...
Just the
2
one.
attacks. Is it just once per turn?
Just once per turn, yeah.
Okay. What's your DC?
14 on a wisdom save.
With a 16.
Damn. One day.
Anything else for Darian?
That is all I can do.
Alrighty. That will bring us to Rufus, as Rufus is fighting the crocodile. He's going nom nom. He doesn't have any friends down there, so he doesn't have advantage, though. But I think both of those hit, yes. He is going to do a total of 21 damage to the croc, which is bloodied and not doing well. I'm not sure when it got bloodied, but it is. Rufus is still grappled down there trying to beat him. Which brings us to Korvac. Korvac still can't get down because Rufus and them are like 10, 20 feet down. So he's going to continue to fight against the Hydra, which is just under the water by a little bit. And in his reach, as he is going to make another great weapon tear, that is a 27 and another crit from him. For a total of 24 plus 17 plus 17 plus 11 for 69 total damage, as he's going to cut off another head. Bringing it down
Funny
to
number.
6. He's keeping up his reckless. And he's staying near Rufus in case that thing surfaces with him. Tamerlane.
All right, time to keep hitting this thing, and I need to basically just use the best weapon I got. Thank God I've got like 4 hero points, or 3 hero points now. Alrighty, I'm going to cast a 4th level lightning bolt, and I'm going to max it out with my channel divinity from my amulet.
Okay. What's your save? 13 something, wasn't it?
It's 16, and the damage is maxed to. It's 1, 2.
That's 8d6, so that's 8 times 6.
It's not. It's 9 since I upcast it, so that's going to be 54 points of damage maxed out, and yeah, 54 damage max since I use my channel divinity.
Okay. It is going to save.
Silvery barbs.
Alrighty. It is going to fail, so take the full 54.
Alrighty, and I'm going to give the
radiant.
Yeah.
He's going to sever another
Yes.
head.
And I'm going to give the inspiration to Darian.
Darian has advantage.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that'll be all.
Alrighty, I need another D100.
Call high or low.
I'm going to call low, and I'm going to use another hero point to roll this at advantage.
Gotcha.
Oof.
You got it. You're good.
As for the moment, the lightning is arcing into the metal of the structure underneath you.
Yeah, I am. Honestly, as tiring as this fight is, I am trying to make sure I don't, barbecue everyone else.
Fair.
Okay, action. Yeah, it's my turn.
That will bring us to Sigurd.
First one's going to hit, second one's going to miss, third one's going to miss. If you're talking, you're muted, by the way.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I said I'm going to do some monk stuff and do a key point for flurry of blows, so I'm going to try to hit it 4 times. My bad.
Okay, you need to disadvantage that last one.
Oh, the last one didn't? My bad. My finger must have came up off of it.
So one of those has hit thus far. 2 of those have hit. So that is going to be 11
Plus
and
6.
9. So 20 damage.
Plus 6 for the Radiant Soul.
Radiant Soul only applies once.
Oh, okay. I thought it was each attack. My bad.
You good? Anything else?
Oh, attack action. I guess I could try to move over, so if the...
Are you staying down in the water with it, or coming back to the surface each time?
I'm coming back to the surface each time.
Okay.
So how much movement do I have after that?
You
Going
go,
down and come.
You swim 5 feet down, and you don't have swim speed, so it's difficult. So it's 10. Then
So
10
I have...
back up. So you've used 20.
I have 30. Yeah. Oh, I've used 20? Okay, so I have 25. 10, 20, and... Oh, I'll go right there. That'll be all my movement.
Also, I've just remembered the attack, so it's still thrashing about. So I need everybody over there to make this not disadvantage. I need to make the acrobatics check from Darian, Sigurd, April.
I forgot I'm flying, so I would be floating over the water. I wouldn't really be touching it. I could
You have to
do the
dive
test.
into it, so
Yeah.
You'd be fine, so you don't need to make the save, but Darian and them still do.
Got it. All right.
Did you say Sil as well?
Yes. Because this whole area of water is getting churned up. Darian's going to fall down again.
One day I will roll a number on the
Actually,
dice that isn't single
He
digit.
has advantage because of silvery barbs. So roll again.
Huzzah!
You manage to keep your feet. Sil manages to keep their feet. Korvac keeps his feet. Rufus is under the water. April manages to keep their feet. Cool. And then that will bring us. Was that it for Sigurd? If you're speaking, you're muted again.
Yeah, sorry, I keep muting it when it's not my turn. I keep thinking, but I am blessed. So would I be able to turn that 14 if I roll a D4 into a hit?
Yeah. Roll the d4.
Sorry, I have to remember this, guys.
You should
Right.
just turn it on your sheet. It's gonna be an 18 to hit. So that's gonna hit. So you deal an additional 11 damage.
Thank you. That'll be my turn.
Are you rolling from D&D Beyond or Roll20?
D&D Beyond.
Oh, you can turn Bless on there somehow.
I'll look for it. I didn't know that, but I'll look into it right now. Sorry.
That'll bring
Don't
us to
feel bad. I don't know how either.
That's going to bring us to April, who is going to take 2 shots into the water. First one's going to hit, and she's going to deal 15 psychic damage.
Makes me feel better. I roll my attacks from roll 20 and my saving throws in D&D Beyond.
Valid.
Because my saving throws work properly on D&D Beyond.
That brings us to Sil.
Okay. Well, let's get the bonus action spiritual weapon out of the way.
Okay, disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to hit.
Go away, Discord. So 4 force.
Yes, indeed. 4 force.
And that's my bonus action. You know what? We're gonna do my well, this is gonna be a long fight. That's 30 feet. Okay, so first things first, Isilla is going to get closer. And then I need to measure things again. Korvac is just within. Everyone's just within range. Perfect. I am going to cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
So, for the next minute, as long as I am concentrating, you guys are all, minus the enemies, going to have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saves if you end up going down. And when I heal you, you will heal for max. Or, well, when anyone heals you, you will heal for max.
Nice.
Nice.
And Syl is going to then step 5 feet back, because that's all she has left. And what round are we on? Round 4. Boop. Your cleric has done clericy things and are going to sit in the background now.
Fair. That is going to bring us to the Hydra, who is going to grow 4 new heads. And it is going to start biting the hell out of people. Alrighty. 2 attacks are going to go for Darian. that don't have advantage because Darian's not on the ground.
Yeah.
Darian,
That's a
what's your
miracle.
AC? I think one of those misses. Yep, one of them's going to miss.
18.
One of them's going to hit for 11. I need a Constitution saving throw for concentration.
Yes, you do. And still my HP. Do.
You keep it. Two of them are going to go for Sigurd. One of them's going to hit. 11 damage to Sigurd.
I will reduce that, please.
Gotcha, go ahead.
I was roll 2.
Five.
4. 4. Oh, 5, you're right.
Yeah, 5. So it goes down to 6 damage, which goes down to 3 damage to Sigurd. It's going to take 2 bites at Korvac, both of which are going to miss. 2 bites at April, one of which is going to hit. April's going to take 7 damage, which doesn't get through their temp. And it has one more attack in which it's going to try to bite April again. And it's going to hit, and it's going to do 10 piercing. Alrighty. The Hydra is then going to swim all the way over here. As Korvac is going to get attack opportunity. Because he's actually in reach of it. He is going to hit the 23. He is going to do 38 damage as the thing's swimming away.
Korvac happen to have Sentinel?
No.
I was going to try to say I have Sentinel, but it wasn't attack
you're
of
not.
opportunity. Yeah,
you're also
you're good.
up above the water.
Alrighty. That brings us to Tink. As Tink goes oof, and they're going to disengage, fly over here. Trying to keep their bless up. Which brings us to the crocodile, who's still trying to murder Rufus under the water. They are going to hit Rufus. Rufus is going to take 19 piercing damage. As Rufus is starting to not look so good under the water down there. As it continues to hold on to him, that brings us to Darian.
Yeah, I can actually run at this thing, maybe. Can I? Is it still difficult terrain?
Yeah, it's still thrashing under the water.
Okay, I can get up to it, but I can't actually melee it yet. 20. I'll go here anyway. Just in case I can next turn. Still, you doing okay over there?
Still is looking like she's about ready to fucking book it because she's not in a good spot.
Mm-hmm. I would love to get closer and protect you, but I physically can't. Eldritch Blast it is, because that's all I can reach it with. Dear, have bless on it. Bonk.
That's
20 and 11.
That's going to miss.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 2 necrotic and 6 force.
And a wisdom saving throw, please.
Here we go.
Got this.
What's
one.
your DC?
14.
That's going to fail.
Ha! So it's frightened of me specifically until the end of my next turn.
Yay.
Which is hilarious. I was just being biting the crap out of me, but it's fine.
Anything else from Darian?
No, I think that's all I can do.
Alright, that brings us to Rufus, who continues his duel over there. He is going to hit. Oh, he has a second attack. Rufus, go for the bite. Rufus is going to hit again for a total of 13 damage against this croc. As you see, Rufus gets it and he breaks its neck as he is happily swimming back towards the surface.
Attaboy.
Good job,
Just
Rufus.
pops up like a cork now that he's freed.
Yup. And he is happy as can be. He's a little beaten up on, but he is back over the water. And he's coming over here. You see him rush across the water with his speedy Nixalis fucking dog legs. He's next to Sil, looking down in the water, face just kind of pushed into the water, looking at the Hydra and trying to bark at him under the water.
Oh.
You see Bubbles. Which brings us to Korvac, as Korvac is going to come over here, and he is going to continue to try to beat this thing senseless. He is recklessing, so that is a 21 and a 20. Doesn't crit this time, but he still does decent damage. It's going to be 64. He's going to sever another head. But that is it for Korvac, which brings us to Tamerlane.
Alrighty. Time for the continued game of lightning toss.
Don't have advantage this time, so be careful.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna fly a little bit closer, so I'm still 30 feet away from the thing. All right. Well, it's technically wounded, so I'm gonna use Toll the Dead this time. And the DC is the DC is 14 for this one because it's my cleric side.
Alrighty. It is going to make a wisdom save, in which it is going to succeed.
Okay, it takes 6 damage.
Toll the Dead is
Hit or
succeed or
miss,
fail.
yeah. It's a cantrip, so it doesn't do any damage.
Oh shit! Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so now all my cantrips, even if they fail, they still at least even if they pass, they still take half damage.
Nice.
Which is
We
why
love
I'll
it.
say, well, evocation is boring. It is the most consistent damaging wizard.
Yes, it is.
And thankfully, it applies to all cantrips.
Yep. It's just well,
Nice.
not all cantrips, but all damaging cantrips anyway.
But,
Anything else?
yeah,
For
I mean, not
Tamerlane?
specifically the wizard ones. No. Oh yeah, it still takes the 3 from my potent thing. It works on all spells.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a damage modifier thing just so I can automatically add that.
Yep.
And I think that's gonna be everything for my turn.
Alrighty. That would normally bring us to Sigurd, but there's another thing going on.
The crocodile had a family.
Oh.
That's not good. As Sigurd, you hear an explosion out of the water.
Oh
Mama
god.
Croc is pissed. Ooh,
As a
it's a snake.
massive snake comes flying out of the water, bites into Tamerlane's hip, not having seen him, and whips its tail around him, completely clinging onto him.
God, what the fuck?
Tamerlane, I need a...
It got him even though he's flying?
Yep, it launched itself out of the water.
I moved myself closer to the ground so I could be closer range of this to the Hydra too. Dang it.
Yeah, he's only about 20
God.
feet off. Tamerlane, I need an intelligence check, since you're using magic, to see if you can keep both yourself and its massive weight above the water. You are not going to be able to hold on. It grabs Tamerlane and goes crashing back into the water. Tamerlane being sucked down by the girth of this snake, coiling and biting. Tamerlane, I also need a Constitution saving throw. You're going to succeed on
Nat
that.
20.
So in total, you are going to take 20 damage from a crit bite and 16 poison damage. So a total of 36. And you are also now grappled.
And because Tamerlane's over the snake, I can't see his HP bar.
I think that's just over
above.
bloody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Which that ends its turn as it's thrashing about with Tamerlane under the water. But after that, the waves are going to be crashing about.
but the Hydra is not thrashing as much. Actually, no, it's thrashing from Korvac, which means I need the acrobatics check from those standing on the water, which is Rufus, Korvac, Syl, Darian, and April.
I'm back to single digits.
Darian's on the ground again.
I needed that magic like surge to give me the power to stand up.
Aren't you blessed? Don't. Oh well,
This is
regardless, you won't
skills,
be.
not
Yeah.
Yeah.
saves. They're
I also
keeping
don't think
their
it would be
feet.
enough.
Korvac's keeping his feet. Syl's taking their feet. Rufus is keeping their feet. So it's only Darian again.
Mm-hmm.
But that brings us to Sigurd.
Alright, I rolled a 1d2 to figure out what would Sigurd do, and he's going to look at the freaking Hydra and be like, "Ooh, you lucky bastard," and I'm gonna fly towards over here. And you said they're in the water now, so I would have to
10
dive
feet
in.
down.
Yeah, so I would go 5. And then I'll fly in where I'm in its face, and I'll attempt to hit it. But I'm not going to come back up because I'm going to try to act at more like bait, and then bonus action give him disadvantage on me to try to attack me. That's my plan anyways. So I'm at disadvantage for these two.
Yep. That's going to miss. That's going to
Why is it?
advantage. Also,
Yeah.
remember, you have plus.
Yeah, that's what I was going to see which one I needed it to. Oh,
So roll the d4.
D4. 1.
That's going to hit, dealing 11 damage. Plus your radiant for 14.
And then I'm going to be like looking like as much as a meaty portion for him to come and try to take a bite for disadvantage on patient defense.
Okay. Well, roll patient
Which
defense.
one? Other snake.
I don't roll. I just use it though.
No, roll the ability so I can read it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'll put it up right now.
Because
Hold
I
on,
think
let me
it's
find it.
bonus action or bonus action dodge is what I'm remembering.
Pretty much. Let me find it. Why can't I? Defense. There we go.
Blah 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 blah. Where's patient defense?
At the bottom, you spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I put up the whole thing. Damn it, my bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is why I'm like, why does it say patient defenses when this is the key thing? But yeah. Okay. Cool.
And yeah, that'll be my turn, I guess. How long can I be in the water for? I've never had this.
Minute per minute plus a minute plus
Minute.
a minute per con modifier.
Okay, so I just need to pop back up by our next round, and I'll be okay. Okay, that'll be my turn.
Well, a minute's 10 rounds.
Yeah,
So
you have a while.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought a minute was every round, but
If you get
that
dragged
makes
under
sense.
like Tamerlane, you won't have that extra breath, so you're gonna have less time. But
Got it. All right. Sorry, guys, but yeah, I'm on it. That's my turn.
that's
You're
gonna bring
good.
us to April. April is going to continue. Actually, they're gonna go over here try to assist Tamerlane. They're going to launch 2 bolts into the water at the snake, hitting with one of them for 15 psychic damage against the snake. Which brings us to Syl.
Still gonna walk over here. And then she is going to bonus action healing word.
Okay,
And
which
because I
maxes.
have, yep, so it's going to be 16 total healing to Tamerlane. I'll roll it just so that it shows in chat. We're just going to ignore the healing, as it is actually 16. And I haven't taken any damage, so that won't heal me at all. Um. That is my bonus action. So. You know what? I am going to use my action to dodge.
Fair.
Because I can only disengage, which I can't run any farther. Or I could dash and then get hit. My magic hammer I can't use because I healed.
Yep.
Because healing word's a bonus action. So it's just floating over there.
Is that it for Sil?
That is all I can do.
That brings us to the Hydra, who is afraid of Darian, but Darian's on the ground as you see heads explode from it. As it is going to start biting Darian.
At least I'm tanking for the group.
As all 9 attacks are going for Darian. Actually, no, you have 10 hits now. Let's see how many hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Alrighty. And they have advantage on all of them, but have disadvantage, so they're attacking normally. So,
Yeah.
one's going to hit. What's your AC? 18? Yep.
18.
That one's going to miss. That one's going to hit. 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 For a total of 5 hits.
Be fine.
Half, not bad.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a total of 37 total damage.
And I need
That
5
is.
concentration checks to hold your concentration.
No, you don't, because 37 is my exact HP.
Actually, no, because they do. Death
Oh,
Ward
because of
max.
Death Ward. I'm on 1 health. Okay. Was Death Ward 1 HP?
Yes. Death
Yes.
Ward keeps you up at 1.
Okay, I'm on 1 HP and a
As
dream.
you hear the crack of Death Ward keeping you alive.
Woohoo! 5 Constitution saves. Let's go. 1,
Save,
2,
save,
3,
save,
4,
save,
5. Yeah,
Oh,
I could do
save.
those great.
As then you are going to see the Hydra sink deeper into the water.
Going down to about 40 feet.
I can still hit you from 40 feet away, mate.
Korvac, have you had your turn? You moved over here last time. You've had your turn. So yes, Korvac does get his attack opportunity against this thing that's trying to run away. He doesn't get that, so that's a 16. So that is going to hit, and he is going to do 33 damage. Which brings us to Tink. As Tink's going to come flying in. And
Hi,
Tink's going to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds, which is going to get maxed for 8, 16, 21 HP back to Darian.
I will take it. Thank you, Tink.
This is going to fly down into the water a little bit, or at least Bell is, and then Bell is going to activate their protector, meaning Tamerlane gets it this time. So everybody in that radius gets 8 temp.
Nice.
Alrighty. That brings us Giant Croc, who is dead. Which brings us to Darian.
Darren, who's bitter crap. It's fine. I'm still standing. Darren is going to stand up for half movement. How far away did you say this thing went?
It's currently 40 feet under the water.
I can still hit it. 120 feet range. Just go. Revenge, baby. If I can hit.
That is going to hit.
17. And
Also gonna
29. Do.
That is going to be 8 necrotic.
I'm getting so much high rolls on my force
24,
damage as well.
12 force damage.
And a wisdom saving throw, please.
Alrighty. Wisdom.
Can
It
I
is
use a
going to
hero
s-
point to give it disadvantage?
You can. It is still going to
I'm
get an
doing it.
18, though.
I tried.
You tried, I appreciate it. Just stay down there.
Alrighty. That will bring us to Rufus.
Before I finish, I'm just going to move over one space.
Gotcha. As Bell lands on your head again.
Yeah, it's fine. And now I can protect everyone.
And you...
Make sure to take the prone token off.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
As you see strange ripples come out from under it. As it's down at the bottom.
With me being in the water, do I see anything with my dark vision, 60 feet?
It's not that you can't. You can see it just fine. It's the
Oh, okay.
ripples in the water that you're seeing.
Gotcha. Okay, I thought it was a little too dark and it just was ripples. My bad.
No, you're just... It's doing something down there.
Got it.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that at all.
Alrighty. That's going to bring us to Rufus. And Rufus looks at Syl, looks down at the Hydra as if to say, should I fight that or should I go bite the snake?
Still points at the snake.
Rufus flings himself under the water, going fast, boy. As Tamerlane, you see the biggest dog doing a dog paddle at you, and it is going to attempt to bite the buddy. He doesn't have a swim speed, so he's at disadvantage, but he does have pack tactics, so he is going to have advantage, but that just means he's attacking normally.
Gotcha.
Om nom nom, om nom nom. He is going to hit with one of those. He is going to do 12 damage to the snake. Which is going to bloody it. And that is it for Rufus, as Rufus is staying underwater trying to help his buddy Tamerlane. And it is at that point. It is at that point, Syl, you see something surge out of the water. As there is a frog.
Oh, it's
It
so
is coming
cute.
for you. It has disadvantage. What's your AC?
18.
It is going to miss narrowly as it tries to chomp down on you before falling back into the water.
That frog.
That is going to bring us to Korvac. Korvac, what is your movement, Korvac? You have a 40, so you can go 20. You can get here, which means you're at a range, so you're going to have to dash all the way over here. That brings us to Zish Road.
Are these like Naruto frogs? Sorry for interrupting.
Konosuba more.
Okay,
Giant frogs trying to eat people as they're going to leap out of the water and try to get April.
gotcha.
They're attacking with advantage. I think that's a miss. That's a no. Yes, that's a miss because April has mage armor on. Tamerlane, you are coiled around by a snake.
Okay. Alrighty, can you roll an Actually, wait. Can you roll my thunderstep to see if I can thunderstep out of this?
Waddle us around you. Do you? I'm not gonna say nothing.
Well, I'm good. Well, that's the only thing I can.
Thunderstep
I
is
can't
a
swim out of it.
verbal, and
Oh.
you are underwater, unable to speak.
All right, I guess. Can you roll an athletics check for me? I'll use a hero point to see if I can get out of this.
Gotcha. We're gonna roll athletics. You do not manage to. That's the snake.
Damn. I guess I have
Hang
my
on,
turn.
no, give me a second. I rolled the wrong dice. That's a 4 and an 11. You do not beat it.
Oh. I guess I have my turn. I can't do anything else.
Okay.
That brings us to the snake, who is going to continue to bite Tamerlane.
Actually, wait. Since I'm technically doesn't Waterwalk say like during my turn I rise 60 feet?
You are being held underwater by a massive creature.
Okay,
You
that
would if
counteracts
you
it. Got
weren't
it.
being held. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tried to argue that with Rufus.
Yeah. It is actively holding you in place. But, if I'm not mistaken, that is a miss. So I don't think they get advantage for coiling you. No, they do not. So, that is going to miss, as Tamerlane, you manage to block the next fangs that try to sink into you. But it is going to keep holding you. Sigurd.
I am thinking about going all out again and disadvantaging attacking this snake with 4 attacks. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure my mic was on.
Do you remember you have Bless?
Oh, do I have to say that before or after I roll? Was after I thought, right?
What? No, I'm just reminding you have.
Oh,
Bless.
okay. I thought you were saying that I have to say I used Bless before.
No, you
my attack.
automatically use Bless. I am reminding you that it is there.
Gotcha.
So that is 3 strikes.
Why is it not? It does like 2 of it and then it doesn't do the rest in disadvantage.
I don't know.
You're rolling from D&D Beyond.
Yeah. I'm just not holding down the finger, the thing when I do it on the last 2. So
Alrighty, I need 2. Need 3. 3 d4s.
That is 1.
yeah, I thought they added them all together. Should I?
Just roll the third one. Alrighty, that's going to be 15 for the first one, which is going to hit. So that's going to do 12 damage. That's going to be 16, so 10. And then that last one uses 9. That's a 14. That's going to miss.
Yeah, it'll be my turn. Since it's 10 rounds is a minute, so I could still be in here. Yeah, I'll stay down here.
Yep. And that is going to bring us to April, who is going to turn and try to blast the frog. It's trying to eat her. She is not blessed, so the first one's going to miss. Second one's going to hit for 15 psychic damage against a frog. That brings us to Sil.
So what you doing? There's a frog trying to eat you. The Hydra sitting on the bottom.
The Hydra is what, 40 feet down?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got a froggy in my face. I don't like the froggy in my face. That being said, my main prerogative is to keep this shit up and stay alive. And I can't keep the rest of you lot alive if I go down. I am going to take the disengage action.
Okay.
And the snake is also underwater.
Yep, it's 10 feet down.
And so is Sigurd.
Yep.
So I'm going to run. So disengage and run over here.
Gotcha.
And then I am going to. April still really isn't that hurt. I can't currently see Darian, Sigurd, or Tamerlane's HP.
There you go. Sigurd
Okay.
Darian is bloodied despite not putting the token on him.
Okay, so in that case scenario, Darian, you are getting a healing word at 2nd level.
I've had a lot of things on me. Okay, I forgot.
Wrong bloody token. That's the
Where did my... There's healing word. So you're gonna get 16 because it's max.
Yeah, thank you.
And I almost rolled max anyway.
Mhm.
Wait. Yeah. So that gets you. I'm not injured because it missed. Action, bonus, and movement. That's my turn.
Gotcha. That's gonna bring us to the bullfrog that comes out the water, coming for still. They want to eat them. Dum dum dum. That's gonna hit. Still, you are gonna take 10 piercing damage, and you have become restrained by the frog. And if I'm not mistaken, let me see your ability.
What is the question?
I'm reading its ability as it is going to swallow Syl.
Oh, joyful.
Which
Bye
means you're not
then.
grappled anymore. But you are blinded and restrained as you are in the gullet of the frog.
Joyful. What was the damage?
10 piercing.
As I am. Okay, so that's only 2 of that's gonna get through the 10th. Dun, 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 dun.
Swallowed Syl.
Okay, give me a second because I have advantage.
What do you have advantage from? Warcaster or something?
Yeah, Warcaster.
As you'll
As
see
I
this
get.
frog appear from behind Syl as she's running. She turns to heel, and while it's coming, you see the jaws of this giant frog collapse around her, and you hear a big gulp as Syl gets pulled into the frog's gullet. You can see her moving around as she presses against the frog's throat.
The
This is not
lovely
how I like
image.
to get. This is not how I like to get eaten.
You have a. I'm not even going to ask that question. Never mind. Continue.
But that will bring us to the end of the frog's turn, which brings us to the Hydra, who's big chillin' down there. As you see, its wounds are sealing up. Which brings us to this frog, who's going to leap out of the water and try to get Tink.
Tink, no, the bless. But also Tink.
They're going to hit Tink. They are going to deal 9 damage to Tink. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Actually, that doesn't even make it through your 10. But that is still a concentration check they need to make. They are going to succeed, but they too are swallowed. Which brings us to Tink, as Tink's in a bad situation. They are restrained and cannot see anything, so they have disadvantage either way. But they are going to attempt to start trying to blast their way out. They have disadvantage, so I have to re-roll that. They're going to hit. They're going to do 6 damage from the inside. It's all wet and slimy. Which means they can't control that because they can't give it commands right now. So Belle's just big chillin'. Darian, Darian.
Yeah,
What are you doing up here, Darian? You should be way down there.
I should. I was wondering that.
Oh, no, you shouldn't. It's just the round
Yeah,
count is
he's
higher.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
was.
it is
Yeah,
Darian's turn. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the end of the round.
I go right at the end. um. But, okay. This snake's 10 feet underwater, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm moving up. I'm gonna hack away at this frog and try and save Syl.
Okay.
Syl, I'm coming for you.
That's going to hit.
Ooh,
That's going
second one's not.
to... 13's going to hit as well.
Ooh, okay, I'm smiting this thing.
Okay.
Because I can now. I haven't had a chance to smite this much. Only once, but, you know.
That is going to be 23 necrotic. Or just in total damage.
Yeah.
It's going to make a constitution. It's going to save.
Take 4 off that because I still have hacks on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hex.
Yeah. I've taken it off now.
Alright.
Bonk. 7.
7. Okay.
How's it looking?
It's not lighted. It's still fine.
Oh god, okay. Do I have a bonus action I can use? I don't think so.
And it also needs to make some. It needs to make a save against you.
So let's make its wisdom. It's going to save. It's not frightened. It looks at you
Okay.
in defiance.
Damn it.
You get the distinct feeling this frog is going, fucking back up or you're next, old man.
Oh, we can try. I have a sword.
Still had a hammer.
Yeah. Sword's very cutty though from the inside, so I wish it luck. I think that's all I can do.
Alrighty, that's going to bring us to Rufus. Come back here, Rufus. As Rufus is down here fighting with the giant snake. He's got advantage but disadvantage, so he's going to hit with both. He is going to do 17 total damage against the snake. It's still down there. It's still alive, unfortunately. Which brings us to this frog, who's going to look at Korvac. Korvac's going to look at it.
Mm.
It's going to nod. It's going to go over here and try to eat Sigurd. And since it doesn't leave Korvac's threat range, he can't hit it. That's a miss against Sigurd. Which brings us to Korvac, as Korvac's going to hit it now. He's going to continue his advantage, try to destroy it. That is a 14 and an 18. Both of which are going to hit. As he is going to do... $58 total damage on the frog, which is going to bloody the frog. Which brings us to this frog, who's going to continue to try to eat April. Also miss, which brings us to Tamerlane, who's still dealing with a snake underwater. Tamerlane?
All right, how the hell do I get out? All right, how the hell do I get out of this without killing everyone?
I'm still in good health, bro. Do you if you want to lightning step out of though?
I can't. Thunderstep doesn't work without vocal
Oh yeah,
components.
yeah. I thought
None of my spells work without vocal components.
The dangers of kissing the wizard. Once you start making out with them, they can't fucking gas that shit. They don't know what to do.
That's why you always stab the wizard in the mouth.
That's why you multiclass the sorcerer.
But what's Tamerlane up to? Is he going to continue to fight the snake?
He physically can't, so he's gonna try and. So I'm gonna have to use my last hero point to athletics check out of here.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll athletics.
Whoever designed shocking grasp with a vocal component needs to be shot in the head.
That's rude.
But valid. Alright, let's
not
see.
Really.
But we're going to continue on from that. used a hero point.
I used
so you
a
have
hero point for
advantage.
advantage.
You are going to manage to break free of the snake.
Nice.
All right, I break free. Use the 60 feet thing to get myself up, or is that only at the start of my turn?
It's only at the start.
All right, I start slowly, just trying to swim up.
Okay, you get there. It's like 20 feet.
Okay. All right, I'll end my turn. I don't have any bonus. I can't use my bonus action stuff while I'm still underwater.
You make it over the water. You make it up.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're only 10 feet down, so you've used 20 feet of movement, so you have 10 left.
All right, I'll use the last 10 to start slowly using my wings to fly myself back up. And I will see if anyone else still down.
There's somebody that's going to take
Attack opportunity though as you try to get away, because the frog's like just under the water. They're gonna take the attack opportunity. They're gonna hit, and they're gonna swallow Tamerlane.
Hold on. Is this something to do with the sentinel? And if someone does it, hold on. Let me look. Go ahead.
If you can attack,
into...
if you have Sentinel, you can attack
Yeah,
somebody as they attack somebody else.
Okay, I do have sentinel. I thought it was something else, like they can attack something else. Okay, can I hit him before he does that? See if I could close his mouth.
I mean, it won't close the mouth. You'll just do damage.
Okay.
But Tamerlane is going to attempt to stop it with his own reaction. Frog. They are going to roll higher and still manage to hit.
All right, I'll get the advantage.
Sigurd.
Yeah, I'll
Alrighty.
hit.
Great, I'm back underwater. All right,
You're not
my
necessarily underwater. You're in the thing. You still have your action. No, you used that for breaking free. Never mind. So yeah, Sigurd, you see Tamerlane rise out of the water, ready to stretch his wing, and then get eaten by a frog.
I use my reaction to hit him since I'm going to be going up next soon.
That's going to be 6 damage to the frog. Alrighty, that brings us to the snake, who was going to go for Tamerlane, but he has now been eaten. So the snake's going to go bite Rufus. It's going to miss Rufus. Sigurd.
I am going to, since my boy got swallowed again, I'm going to hit the frog.
That is going to miss. Roll me a d4. 13, that's going to hit. Do me some damage.
Damage is 5 already.
Oh, right. 5.
Since I'm the only one in this target and the frog likes me, I'm going to use a key point for patient defense.
Okay.
And that'll be my tone. Wait, you said 10 rounds. Yeah, that'll be my tone. I can still be in you.
The frog is above you, by the way. That brings
Gotcha.
us to April, who is going to try to bomb the frog that is trying to eat her. She's going to hit one of them with 16 points of froggy damage, psychic damage. That's going to bring us to Sil. Sil, you are being eaten by a frog.
You want to know the really sad thing? This is not the first time that she's been eaten by a frog. I am restrained.
And blinded, yes.
Okay. Well, I have disadvantage, but oh. Phil's gonna go do something stupid. She just doesn't know it's stupid. I'm in this thing's stomach.
Yeah.
I can feel it around me. I'm gonna put my hand on it, and I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh boy. Roll to see if you hit. And what level are you casting?
I am casting it at I am specifically casting it at 3rd level.
Okay.
Did you have advantage? He's literally surrounded by it.
No, she's restrained by it, so she has
I
disadvantage.
can't. The blindness that's the problem,
It's
realistically.
restrained. You're restrained and blinded.
Yes. In this case scenario, logistically speaking, not game mechanically speaking, it's the blinded that's the issue. That being said, there's the first roll. Let me get the second roll.
Gonna hit.
Do me the damage.
Okay, I need to stop jumping the gun there. Oop, oop. 5d10. Yeah. Yeah, 5d10. Okay. That's gonna be 28 necrotic.
They are going to need a concentration save.
I'm gonna give them disadvantage.
They rolled the same thing anyway,
So that is a 19, which means they managed to keep you in their throat.
Okay.
And remind me of all the stuff that goes wrong with Syl.
That's a 3rd level
Okay, that's
necromancy spell, so there's only one thing that really goes wrong with that. And that's I'm looking for the token.
That's how many levels of exhaustion, if I remember right?
3.
3 levels of exhaustion.
It only triggers after level 3.
yeah.
So,
Anything else from Syl as you see this thing coil and thrash about?
I mean, I don't see shit, but Darian can see the necrosis that's starting to eat at it.
It's
Tasty.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bloodied frog.
I'm restrained and blinded, but I can still speak.
Yeah, you can still cast spells.
Darian, yeah, so you hear the spell cast, and then you hear Syl scream.
It's muffled. And
Oh,
Syl
joy.
gets frog who's they get frog gunk or boogers in their throat. Doesn't taste good.
It's the least of their worries right now.
That brings us to this frog specifically, who is going to.
Also, I hate to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Raid, I need you to roll me the acid damage I'm supposed to take.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
It sounded like you were going to the next frog.
No, this is your frog. The one that's
Yeah,
doing
no,
it.
I'm in its stomach.
Yeah, that is what I'm rolling. I was just about to say it. You were going to take 8 acid damage.
Okay.
And it is going to look over at Darian, and it is going to try to bitch slap Darian.
Nice.
As Darian, you get smacked upside the face.
Mm-hmm.
With the tongue. And it is going to do 10 bludgeoning damage to you.
Yep.
I need a constitution save, see if you can keep it.
Yes, you do.
You do.
I think I'm fine.
The Hydra's still big chilling down there. This frog is munching on Tink. Tink is going to take 6 froggy damage, and they need a Constitution save to try to keep their bless up. They are going to fail, as bless is going to. Oh no, yeah, that's going to fail either way. They have bless, but bless is going to collapse.
They not have Warcaster?
No, I still don't think so. Tink, do you have Warcaster?
I argue that they
Yeah,
should.
they didn't. They don't. As this
Worth
frog
a shot.
is going to try to slap April. They're going to hit April, dealing 6 bludgeoning. Which brings us to Tink. Tink is going to continue to try to blast their way free from this frog. They have disadvantage. They're still going to hit. They're going to do 14 damage to the frog they're in. The frog needs a concentration damage. The frog is going to spit out the tiny fairy as it screams in pain from the fire in its throat. Darian, you see a floating Tink.
Hi, Tink.
She waves. Or they wave.
Looking a little goopy there.
You see their wings are struggling to go with all the goop on them.
Lots of prestidigitations after this fight, I think.
You don't think Tink's going to be able to fly right now?
Oh, goody. Tink can land on me if they need to. Right, let's get Scylla with this, shall we? Do. 18.
Is going to hit.
Let's just do the damage to that one first, because why not? Bonk. It's 11. It's almost max damage. Oh, there is max damage.
Okay.
Hit it again for 18.
That's
Wait,
okay.
18 to hit. Just trying to do maths in my head.
Do you remember Bless has died?
Yes, it has. Let's just make sure that they get out. 22 damage, please.
Gotcha. And that is going to kill the frog as it starts sinking into the water.
So you will be able to crawl out using 5 feet of movement next turn.
Which brings us to... Is that it for Darian?
I will... Who... I'll move here.
Gotcha. That is going to bring us to Rufus, who's trying to eat a snake down there. They have disadvantage, but advantage, so normal. Both of those are going to miss. Which brings us to the frog, who's munching on Tamerlane, who's going to try to bite Darian. So, Tamerlane, you are going to take 4 acid damage. And it is going to try to bite Darian, which it's going to hit. Darian, you're going to take 17 piercing damage.
Jeez, that's a strong frog.
You need another concentration to try to hold X.
14.
DC.
That's going to succeed. Yeah.
Yep.
Is the bloody icon on the frog, or is that Tamerlane?
Tamerlane.
Okay, so this
The
one's
frog
not looking...
No, the frog is also... Tamerlane isn't bloody. Fucking frog is.
Okay, can I do my sentinel? Is he close enough for me to take my reaction?
I don't think you've had your turn since it
Yeah,
attacked.
I did, and then I had the snake
it
went,
was
and
its
then
attack.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna take my unarmed strike. You could keep going. What you were saying? Sorry, let me find my...
That is going to hit, deal 10 damage, and kill the frog as it starts to sink too. Tamerlane will be able to crawl out on his turn.
Alright, that's my turn. Sorry.
That brings us to Korvac. Korvac is going to go over here, and he is going to help April with her frog problem. He is going to reckless, swing it in. He does not blessed. So that's going to be 27 minus 4 for 23 and 19. Both of those are going to hit. He is going to do 24 plus 22 plus 25. He's going to do 71 and cut this frog clean in half. Which brings us to this frog. It's dead. Tamerlane, you can crawl out of your frog. Takes 5 movement to do so, and you are 10 feet underwater again. But you are pulled up by the water since you aren't being held anymore. So you pop back up at the top.
God fucking damn it. He just is taking a breath after being stuck in the frog. Ugh. Okay, he's going to...
Actually, with the movement, you would just shift and you just pop back up, so you're back at the top of the water. You don't have to use any movement.
All right. The snake's still alive, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to use Shocking Grasp.
It is under the water by 10 feet, so you'd have to swim down to it. Are you swimming down to it?
Oh, never mind then.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't tell fully where everything is on the if it's on the water or not.
You're fine. That's why I'm giving you a heads up.
All right, I'm just gonna look at the the Hydra. I'm gonna cast another lightning bolt. Max it at level 4
Gotcha.
for another 54 points of damage.
It is going to save.
I'll use Silvery Barbs.
Gotcha. It is still gonna save.
Damn it.
Who are you giving advantage to?
I'll give it to now I'll give it to Darian. Tamerlan is going to...
Before that, I need you to call high or low D100.
Let's see. My hero points, so I guess I'll call low.
Did you manage to keep hold of it? Is Tamerlane still standing on the water, or did he go up?
He's standing on the water. He's not risking anywhere else with that stupid snake still in the sea.
Alrighty, so it is going to take 27 total damage. And it is going to thrash, making everybody standing on the water make acrobatics. Save for Syl and Sigurd at this point. And Rufus, who's underwater. Darian, you have advantage from Silvery Barbs.
I do.
Tamerlane's going to keep his feet.
Might as well take it, man.
Darian's
I
still
rolled
going
the
on
same
ground.
number.
Darian's on the ground.
Oh.
Sigurd... No, Sigurd's still under the water. He doesn't even need to roll.
Yeah, I'm
He's still
still...
with the snake. April needs to roll hers. She's going to keep her feet. Korvac is going to lose his footing. And he's going to go crashing to the ground. Tink needs to make theirs because they're on the ground now. They're going to manage to keep their feet. Rufus is underwater. Syl's in a mouth. Okay, anything else from Tamerlane?
That's all for me.
Gotcha. That brings us to the snake, who's going to try to bite the one that's been doing more damage to it, which is Rufus. So he's going to whip around. He's going to manage to get Rufus.
That hurt. See that hurt. All right, I'm trying.
Rufus is going to take that. Rufus is now grappled and pulled in. Rufus also needs to make me a Constitution save. Rufus is going to succeed, so he only takes half that poison. He's going to do 17 more damage to Rufus, which is going to bloody Rufus, as Rufus is now grappled and in trouble. But that ends it for the snake, as the snake is starting to drag Rufus deep underwater as he's going down over here. And you
I don't
already
have a
used your
reaction.
reaction.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it brings
Yeah,
us
you're
to
right.
Sigurd.
Sigurd, you can see the snake is pulling the doggo down.
If I pop my head back up and then dive down, would I be close enough to get to them?
With your movement, yeah. They're
All right.
about 25 feet down underwater.
All right, I'll pop my head back up to get a breath of fresh air and then dive back down and then get right in his face and try to do what I've been doing to him.
Gotcha.
I'll save my key points for later, so this will just be 3 of them.
That's going to miss. That's a disadvantage. But still going to hit for 7, which is enough to kill the snake and release Rufus.
All right, pat him on the head, and I would at least come back up if I have enough movement for ill. If not, I'll be.
You've
That's
gone 25, which means that it's when you've moved 50 feet already.
all right. Then yeah, I'm cool. My next movement is going up. Yeah.
Okay. That is going to bring us to April, who is going to turn and try to blast the frog that's trying to eat Tank. Both of which are going to hit. They're going to do a total of 35 psychic damage. Which brings us to Syl. Syl, you pop out of the frog's mouth due to your water thing.
And float to the top.
Yup.
Boop.
You are no longer restrained. You are no longer blinded.
Nope, but I am tired. Is Darren, you just got knocked on your feet again. Still comes back out, and her hands are bleeding again.
Lucky for you, I can't see that right now.
Still is going to step into the aura. Or okay, she's gonna step this way. Or actually, give me a second, cause that has it to that. I need a math for a second. Actually, I can't move.
Half movement.
It's difficult terrain, so that's half movement, and I have 3 levels of exhaustion, which also halves my movement.
So you'd have like 5 feet.
Yeah. Or well,
Because it effectively, you'd have 15
yeah,
feet
okay.
and moving 1 square
Okay.
costs 10.
Yeah, moving 1 square. Yeah, so technically I can move 1 square. I can move there, and that's it.
Yeah.
Still is moving at exactly 5 feet around.
Yep.
And we're gonna go. Okay, we don't cast that spell again. Ow. Is I can't see Tamerlane or Sigurd's health bars.
I don't
Or
think that
Rufus's for.
Rufus is bloody. Yeah, Rufus is
Okay.
bloodied. Sigurd is still at max.
Mhm.
And Tamerlane is a little over bloodied.
Okay. How deep is Rufus?
Sigurd and Rufus are both 25 feet under.
Okay. In that case, I am going to bonus action healing word. Why is that suddenly? What happened to my sheet? Why is that suddenly showing one less? We're level 8. I need to remember that I have this thing called Divine Strike.
Nice.
Plus my spellcasting, which is why did that suddenly change? Something happened to my sheet and fucked it up.
Oh no.
I just don't know what it was. Well, Rufus is going to get 12 healing word.
Okay. And that's maxed.
Yeah, that's maxed.
Okay. That's gonna take him back over. No, he's still bloody.
That's my bonus action. Main action. How far is the thing's only 40 feet down?
Yep, it's been hovering down there.
And it should stop doing that.
There is still one frog alive, though.
Fuck the frog. I'm giving it disadvantage on the.
Okay. That is going to fail, so 8 radiant.
That is my action, bonus, and movement.
Gotcha. That's going to bring us to this still. Oh, no, that could bring us to the Hydra. The Hydra is going to finally launch itself through the water, getting just underneath about 5 feet, so it's 10 feet under the water. Or at least the top of it is. And is going to start to bite the bejesus out of Korvac. It has how many heads right now? 10?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Korvac has an AC of 16, so that's gonna hit, that's gonna hit, that's gonna hit, that's gonna crit, that's gonna hit, that's gonna crit, that's gonna miss, that's gonna hit, that's gonna hit, that's gonna hit. So only one of them missed.
Can I reduce the damage of one of the crits, please?
You just roll it. It'll be part of all the damage.
13.
Nice. So let's see. 8 plus that, 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 minus that.
Just throw my shield arm out and just immediately get battered away again.
So that's 85 damage, which he is going to have because he's a barbarian. Down to 42.
Lucky he is now.
Which is going to bring us to the frog who wants to eat pink. As they're going to try to eat them again. And they're going to miss. As April, getting annoyed at it, is going to kick them. To send it off track of eating the tiny fairy. Which brings us to Tink. As Tink is going to disengage, crawl this way. Try to get out of the way. Actually, they're crawling. They're getting up and running. So they're 5, 10, 15. They can only go about that far. With a disengage, they're going to use their bonus action to trigger Protector finally. That is going to be 8 temp to anybody in the area. Which is everybody but Sigurd and Rufus.
Okay, I was going to say we're on
Because
the
y'all
water.
still haven't come up. Tamerlane's like just under the water, or he's on the water. So he's fine. He gets it, but he already had it. You still have it. You have it. You have it. Okay. Which brings us to the end of Tink's turn, which is Darian. Darian, what you up to? You're on the ground.
I am, just for a change. I will stand up.
The Hydra has
Uh.
rejoined the battle. It is 10 feet underneath you.
Yeah, that means he can hit me from there, right?
Yep. It just
Okay,
you saw it
the-
attack Korvac. The heads all coming out as a surge, biting and biting and biting.
Yeah, just making sure because I was gonna move and intercept the frog, but I don't think I will. Oh, we still hex though, so that's good.
Yes.
Right. Let's swim down. Why not? I have one square. I can. One square's not gonna be far enough, is it? That's 10 feet
Where it
down.
is.
So yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be right
Yeah.
next to it. You'll
Yeah,
be right
let's do
next to
that.
the massive swirling heads.
It's like, do I attack with a sword with disadvantage, or do I just hit it with Eldritch Blast and take half damage? It basically works out the same. So it's fine. I'll just attack with disadvantage.
You'd be at disadvantage for being in melee with Eldritch Blast, so.
Yeah. Donk donk. If this one hits.
First one is indeed going to hit. Yes.
Right then. Hex. Put that back on. How many spell slots do I have left? Because I really hate this thing. Yeah, why not? Do. Bonk. 17.
It's a pretty decent hit, and you can see it writhing under the water, making the waves even worse.
I'm already under the water, so I wish it'd try and knock me over again. Still not really worth me using my bonus action, so I will hold it for now.
Gotcha. What's the trigger?
Oh no, I just mean like
Oh,
my
no,
bonus action is the big heal thing basically, and that's only when people are wounded. So
Rufus is going to swim his happy butt over here. Actually, before that, you still have Dread up,
yes, I do, just about.
which is going to let it make a wisdom. It is going to succeed on its save, though. As Rufus is going to swim his way under Sill, and he is going to try to eat a frog, as the frog tries to eat everybody else. Nom nom. He has advantage, so both of those are going to hit. He's at the top of the water, so he's good. He's going to do 22 damage to the frog as he grabs the frog and shakes it like yesterday's trash.
Yeah.
If Rufus is swimming underneath me, can he pop up and just put me on his back?
He would be right next to you as he went past you.
Okay. It was worth asking.
That frog is dead, which brings us to Korvac, as Korvac's got its target again as he gets a foot under him and pushes himself back up to his feet, grabbing his great sword again, and he is going to go to town on this Hydra who came too close. He doesn't have Bless anymore, but he's going to keep up his Reckless. He is going to keep up his great weapon. Okay, Korvac. How many crits is that from Korvac?
I want to say 3.
Yeah, and it's always on the second attack. So that is a 17 and a 25. Both of which are going to hit. As Korvac is going to do 24 plus 15 plus 15 plus 16. 70 total damage and carve off another head. Which brings us to Tamerlane. Tamerlane, you're on the top of the water. You're okay, my dude. What you doing? Tamerlane?
I'm back.
There you go. It's your turn.
Okay. Okay. Am I still inside the frog, or is it dead now?
It's dead, and you floated out last turn.
Okay. Oh. Oh wait. No, sorry. I thought I got re-eaten.
No, they tried. But,
Okay.
The Hydra has come up and is fighting with Korvac Darien in April.
All right. Okay. Well, hate to push my luck, but gotta do what I gotta do. I'll use a 3rd level spell. I'll cast Lightning Bolt again and try and fry this thing again.
Gotcha.
I'm out of challenge divinities and hero points, so this one's just gonna be regular.
Gotcha.
21.
That is going to be a save, so it's going to be 10 damage.
Dang. All right, and
I need your D100, call high or low.
I'll call low.
Okay, you're doing good. You're holding out.
Okay. No bonus, so I'll end my turn, and it still takes the 3 radiant damage.
Yep. 3 radiant.
Yeah, from my thing. I've still got I haven't been knocked out yet, so my wings are still active.
Yep, we're getting to the point where y'all are getting close to losing those.
Yeah, this is like round 8 now.
Y'all are on round 9.
Okay, I cast them during the second round, so I've got 2 rounds left with them.
Yep. Sigurd!
If you're speaking, you're muted.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, if I did my math right, that would be 10, 20, and then 30 would get me there. Am I on him, or do I need a backup one?
You're on him. Are you swimming up?
Yeah, I'm swimming. I didn't come back up, so
So
I'm
you're
not.
just swimming level 25. You'd be like right around where its feet are.
All right, then I am going to start kicking its feet, I guess.
Okay.
Just about how good I do on this roll. Do afterwards.
It's gonna hit.
Oh, why? Damn it, my bad. I need to hold that down. Like that. That would be 22.
Yep, so that'd be 5 more damage.
I got 3 key points left, so yeah, I'll use one for Philia Blow since he's the only one.
Excuse me. One's gonna miss, one's gonna hit, so 10 more damage.
I want to do Stunning Strike, but I'm thinking he's pretty con boy, so I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, no, that's my turn.
That brings us to April. April's going to start taking shots into the water, both of which are going to miss. Still. Also, April's going to go... Actually, April's going to stay here near Belle for that dank healing.
Yeah. Still is going to use half their movement because I can do that. Can you put me to the front? Thank you. So that I can get on to Rufus.
Okay.
Estille's gonna lean on Rufus as their sleepy bean. And the Hydra's
10 feet
10 feet under the...
Mm-hmm.
Which means this... Well, technically my spiritual weapon is also 10 feet underwater because it was beating the Hydra anyway. So, bonus action move it so that it can bonk.
Mm-hmm.
Where did my spiritual weapon go?
That's going to hit.
It's going to deal 4 damage.
Yep. And then I'm going to use a... I had inspiration MVP. I'm turning it into 2 hero points.
Gotcha.
I'm going to spend a hero point to give it disadvantage on its dex save as I Sacred Flame.
Gotcha. It is going to fail and take 12.
That is my action, bonus, and movement as I am going to just fucking collapse on Rufus.
Gotcha. The Hydra is going to surge deeper in the water, going down to about 30 feet, which means it's right in front of Sigurd, but Korvac gets an attack of opportunity as it's on the way. He doesn't get reckless, so that is a 18, which he's still going to hit for 30 damage. As he's going to see upper ahead as one grows back. So it's
Do I also get one as well if it's moving away from my range?
yes, you do.
Yeah. 15.
That is going to hit.
Oh. Doop.
4 necrotic, 7 slashing. It needs a wisdom save. It's going to succeed. And then it is going to get down here and go after Sigurd with all 10 of its attacks.
Whew.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty, Sigurd, what is your AC? You have a 16. That's going to hit. 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 That's going to miss. That's going to hit. That's going to hit. That's going to hit. That's going to hit. So, Sigurd, my boy, you are taking 102 damage. That's going to get half to 51.
Sigurd, if you're talking, you're muted.
Yeah, thank you. I'm up still, but bloodied.
Fair. As it is starting to chip away at the party. But
I
it
just
is
love
now
rage.
down there. That is going to bring us
that's
to
what kept
Tink,
me up.
who is going to take a shot with the only thing they have, a firebolt. They're going to miss. They're also going to use this to use Protector for 10 temp to those standing around them.
Is that the blue one or the purple one?
The purple one, but Sigurd, you're too
All right.
deep.
Yeah. I was just asking. Good.
The red one is Darian's bonus to saves.
Gotcha. Okay.
10 goes to 10. Darian's already got the 10. Tamerlane goes to 10. Bell goes to 10. Alrighty. That brings us to Darian.
Darian,
It does bring it to me.
You're 5 feet up, it's 30 feet down, so it's about 25 feet below you. So if you move 20 feet, you'll get where you need. But don't think
Great.
Darian has the speed for that.
No, I don't. In that case, I'll just go above the water then to breathe, because that's always nice.
You pop back up, standing
then-
on the water.
And then I'll just blast it, and hopefully make it afraid. We'll see.
Yep.
That's
First
one
one's gonna
hit. Hex is still on. Donk.
It is going to succeed against your fear, but take 10 total damage.
Hex really putting in the work for my damage right now. And then yeah, the wisdom save, please, and I will use a point
Sorry.
to make it have it on disadvantage. Oh, did you say you already saved?
Yeah, it got even with disadvantage, it still saves.
No. Okay.
It rolled double 16s.
Well then. How are we all looking?
That's not very cash money of it.
Yeah. I'll keep this for now. That is me.
Rufus is gonna run over here, get you closer to Sigurd, but he's bouncing on the water and he doesn't want to put you under the water, so he's just up here taking the dodge action. His tail is a wagon. He wants to go fight the thing. Which brings us to Korvac, as Korvac is not happy this thing went in the water as he is diving after it. He is not going to let it kill his friend, so he's disadvantaged but advantage. He's going to reckless. He's not going to weapon master this time because of the disadvantage. So he's going to take 2 swings. He should have, though. That is going to be 24 plus 23 plus 4 for 51 damage, as he's going to sever one of its heads again. Which brings us to Tamerlane.
Alrighty. Okay. How's this thing looking?
It's looking rather beat up and scratched, but it's still fighting for everything it's worth. And you see its body is trying to regenerate every damage that it's been dealt.
It's a boss. I don't think we're gonna get the bloody token.
Nope.
Yeah, I know that. It's just like I'm kind of just see just from like how it looks currently.
There's a lot of blood in the water.
Yup.
Okay.
And a lot of
how far?
Asterians.
How far down is it?
30 feet underwater.
All right, I'll cast Toll the Dead on it.
Gotcha. It's going to make a wisdom save. It's going to succeed, so take half damage. 2d12. For
1 damage.
If I could give you a hero point, I would.
No worries.
That will bring us
Oh.
to Sigurd. Sigurd, this thing is down here trying to eat you.
You said we're 30 feet below,
Yeah. Well, you're 25. It's 30.
so I could probably bring it back. But Colbat jumped back in to come.
Yeah.
Because I can
Corbat's
make it
just
back,
above
yeah. So I'm not going to leave him back here since he came to help me. I'm going to attack. Go all out with one of my last 2 key points.
Do note, if you go up, he'll probably go up as well. Y'all can feel the magic fighting to try to make you surface again.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably end up death one.
So are you going to stay underwater, or are you going to head back to the top?
Yeah, I'll disengage and head back to the top.
If you just let the water take you, you just fly up, and it's forced movement, so you're fine. You don't need to disengage.
Oh, okay. Alright, then that's what I thought it was going to, is he was going to hit me on the way up. Then I'll do that, and then hold my action for when he comes back up.
Gotcha.
If he comes close enough.
That brings us to April. April is still being a cannon and launching attacks. They're going to hit with one of them for 9 psychic damage. Which brings us to Syl. Sigurd has just arrived next to you.
Give me one moment. I accidentally kicked the power strip and I unplugged my TV.
Oh no!
I am getting it back up as we speak.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
It's just gotta do some thinking. Okay, now that I can see, is Camerlin bloodied?
No.
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 Sigurd and Darian are bloodied, as is Rufus, and that's it.
Okay. You know what? At this point, I think this is enough. In order for me to do this, I am going to cast. I am going to cast Channel Divinity to preserve life.
Okay.
So, how many points below bloodied is Rufus?
Rufus is 12. I'm gonna write it
Okay.
down. Hang on.
Just 1 sec. I've got a calculator. Sigurd, how many are below half for you? Sigurd,
He's muted.
By probably a couple points, because
I need
Right.
I need an exact number.
1.
1, yeah. I was going to say 1 or 2.
Darian, how far under half are you?
Let me work this out for you. 14.
Okay. So, and you guys are the only ones under half. I've got a little extra. What's it, Tink?
Tink's barely hurt, so Tink's fine.
Okay. So, in that case, Sigurd, Rufus, and Darian. Syl is going to hold up her holy symbol and ask for Gaia's protection. You guys are going to start to smell rainfall as you guys are going to heal up to half.
Gotcha.
And then Syl is going to look at Rufus and go, if you want to dive back down, I'll just stand on top of the water, Rufus. You're fine.
He boofs at you in defiance.
I won't go down with you, Rufus.
He boofs again. Anything else
Got
from Syl?
that. I think that discipline of that's an action.
Correct.
So it's how many feet down at the moment?
30.
I am going to hold spiritual weapon for when it comes back within range.
Gotcha.
So once it gets back in range of my spiritual weapon, I'll bonk the shit out of it.
Gotcha. That brings us to the Hydra, who grows a new head. There are 2 new heads. Which brings us to it, as it is going to fully lay into Korvac as much as it can. With all 11 attacks from where it's down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It has advantage because Korvac's been recklessing. That's going to miss. That's going to hit. 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 That's going to crit. That's going to hit. That's going to hit. That's going to hit. That's going to hit. Alrighty, Korvac, how much damage are you taking? It's going to be 113 down to 66. As I think that, yeah, that's going to put Korvac into bloodied. That is it for the Hydra, which brings us to Tink. Tink's going to hold their magic for when Korvac gets back up, and they're going to protect those that are here. Oh, Korvac had a protector, so he gets 10 more HP. That is going to be 7 to anyone that needs it, which is nobody up there. Or, yeah, Sigurd gets it. Sigurd takes 7
Yay.
10. And
Thank
then
you.
they're going to hold their magic to use Cure Wounds on Korvac when he gets up here. Darian!
Yes. Hydra. Eldritch Blast. Let's go. I'm determined to make it afraid of me again. Do. 1 hit.
Yep.
Do.
It's going to be 7 damage.
Yeah.
It's going to make a save. What's your DC?
14.
That is going to fail. It is frightened of you again.
On the last round of my thing, if I have to refresh it, I'll take it.
Alrighty. Anything else from Darian?
Ooh. It's like 20 feet down at the moment, right?
30.
30. Okay, I'll stay where I am then.
Alrighty, that's going to be Rufus, who's keeping up his dodge, ready to take Phil wherever she wants, so she's going to go over here. Korvac is going to come up like a rocket, popping out of the water, re-engaging his rage because it's falling at the end of this turn. And he is going to prepare his action for when this thing... Actually, he can't. So he's going to stay down there. Because it's frightened. Which means it can't go towards him. Which means Korvac has to stay down there. So he's going to stay down there to fight this thing. But he's going to keep up his rage. Where are my water droplets? There. So Korvac's going to stay down there with disadvantage. So he's rolling normal. He's not going to great weapon. He's just going to use his normal great weapon. One of which are going to hit. He's going to do 27 total damage. He doesn't sever a head this time. He's staying down there. Tamerlane, what you do?
I want to keep that just in case. So, is it still 30 feet down?
Yes.
All right, I'll use Toll again.
Gotcha. Going to make a wisdom save. It is going to succeed, so take half damage.
That's 9 damage.
Yep. 9 damage indeed.
All right, my turn.
That brings us to Sigurd. Sigurd, it never came up to you. It's still down there.
Oh, yeah, and my wings are gone now.
As you're going to flop onto the water.
I never left the water. I've been staying on the surface.
Yeah, you're just actually standing on it now. But,
Yeah.
Sigurd, what you up to?
Yeah, if his thing ended, my thing's gonna end in the next round. I'm gonna pop back up. I'm already popped back up. I'm gonna drop rage. That doesn't give me anything. It's just a normal rage. So yeah, I'm gonna use a bonus action to drop rage. And you said he's 30 feet down, right?
Yep.
All right, my key blast, so literally 30 feet is my range on it. So I'm going to attempt to shoot it twice.
Gotcha.
And that's just regular, so because I'm in the L, so here it comes.
Are you just standing on the water, or are you above the air?
I'm standing on I'm floating right above it.
All right, that's going to be 11 radiant damage.
And my second one coming in right now too.
That one is going to miss.
Right there.
And you doing an extra 3 radiant damage from your thing, so.
Yeah, this is my last one. It ends on my next one, so yeah, I am going to. Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at. That'll be my turn.
To start thrashing, and I need an acrobatics from everybody on the water, which is
Since
everybody but Bell.
Since I'm floating above it, I'm on it. Got it.
Did you start flying again? Flying would have put you out of range.
Well, I'm floating. I'm not like I'm just right above the water, you know.
That would have put you out of range. Otherwise, you'd be on water.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll do it. You said athletics.
Yeah.
Acrobatics.
Darian's on the
Acrobatics.
ground
Okay.
again, to no one's surprise. Tamerlane's up. Sigurd's up.
Is there anything special with me on Rufus's back?
No, it's just Rufus needs to make the check.
Okay.
Rufus is going to make his acrobatics. He is going to fall down. Both him and Syl are going prone. As he wasn't ready for the thrashing. April is going to hold their feet. Tink, who can't fly, is going to hold their feet. And Korvax's underwater, so it doesn't matter. Alright. That was it for Sigurd, yeah?
Yeah, that'll be it.
That will bring us to April, who's going to continue their barrage of firepower. Both of which are going to hit, dealing a total of 29 damage. Which will bring us to Syl, who's on the ground.
Because I technically fall off of Rufus, don't I?
Yep.
Say I fall here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will use half of my movement to get up. And I literally cannot move doing that.
Correct.
Okay. I am going to where did it go? I also figured out what was wrong with my thing. I'm going to reach a hand out and cast Cure Wounds on. I don't have that. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Rufus.
Okay.
Okay. First things first is I am going to bonus action. I'm going to bonus act. Fuck, wait, is that a bonus action? Yes. Bonus action, harness divine power. And then I am going to main action, cast Cure Wounds on Rufus.
Okay.
Which. My sheep would stop fighting me. And the thing is still up, so that is going to be its max. So it's 2d8, so 8 plus 8 is 14 plus 8, so 24.
Mhm. Which brings him back out of bloodied.
That is my action, my bonus, and my movement.
That's gonna bring us to the Hydra, who's down there fighting Korvac. As it is going to try to kill him. 1, 2, 3.
At least they're a disadvantage.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they're not at disadvantage, they're normal. Because he's recklessing. That's a miss, that's a miss, that's a miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. The other ones are misses. So
He misses a fair few of them due to that frighten.
The fear factor is strong.
It's going to do 52 down to 26 to Korvac. This Korvac is holding strong down there.
he's bloody, but he's not ready to fucking die. That brings us to Tink. Tink is going to hold their action again. Because everybody else is looking fine. Which brings us to Dare. Oh, nope, hang on. Before that, Tink is going to protect her. 12 temp to everybody around the bean.
Around Bell.
Hey, that's 2 more than I had. I'll take it.
Yep. That's everybody
right.
but Korvac that gets that.
Cool callback. Right. Reactivating Form of Dread because it would have dropped off at the start of my turn.
Okay.
I don't get the extra 10 because I've already got 12 and it literally can't go over 12, so it's fine. And then we will try and fear it again and hope for the best. Yeah.
Give me those 2 shots. That's going to miss.
Oh, I could just miss twice. That works as well.
Which means it is going to be freed of frightened.
I will stand strong.
Which brings us to Rufus over here. Who's going to get back up on his feet. And he's going to kidnap Syl. Throwing Syl on his back. With his action. Which brings us to Korvac, knowing this thing isn't frightened and it's ready to give chase. It looks like he is going to vault back to the start of the water. And he is going to repair his action to lay into this thing when it is ready to, when it gets in range. Which brings us to Tamerlane. Actually, that does trigger Tink, who's going to come over here, over Derek and heal Korvac.
And it's max healing.
Yeah. Cool. Now it's Tamerlane.
Ready? I'm going to cast. Let's see. Did I prepare the spell today? Huh. That's weird. I don't have magic missile.
You
Oh,
did-
no,
you
wait,
didn't
no, I just-
prepare it this time because you were going against the Hydra.
Yeah. Okay. Plan B then, since it's still under the water, I can't get it, so I'll just hit it with Toll the Dead again.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna try use Sacred Flame this time.
Okay. It's going to make a dexterity save. It is going to save, so take 5 damage.
Yeah. All right. No bonus action stuff, so I'll end my turn.
That brings us to Sigurd. It is still 30 feet down, Sigurd, and you're probably muted.
Yeah, you will see the white ore drop from me, and I am going to shoot it with the key blast.
Get it. That's going to hit for 12. That is going to miss.
Can I shoot it again for 3, or is that not attack with like a melee attack?
What do you mean?
Can I shoot the key blast? You know how if I'm attacking, if I'm a monk, I could do my bonus action to attack twice or once.
That
Would
is
that work with my-
specifically with unarmed strikes.
Okay. Then that would be my turn.
Okay. That is going to bring us to April. April is going to launch more attacks on this thing's head. That's going to hit, dealing 18. That brings us to Syl.
Okay. So Korvax's been rolling at normal because of his reckless because of the water, right?
Yeah, now that he's back up, he's fine.
He's fine.
He'll
Okay.
have advantage again.
Okay. But in order to hit this, pretty much everyone else is
If anybody goes
at
into the
dis-
water, it's disadvantage, yeah.
Okay.
Unless they're
Not
using
that.
ranged attacks like Tamerlane and them have.
Okay. This is freestanding water?
I mean, no. I mean, it's roiling everywhere. It's not smooth or anything. There's waves going every which way.
That's not what freestanding means.
I don't think water can be freestanding.
Freestanding means that it's not being contained by extra supports. Basically, there's nothing keeping this water where it's at.
I mean,
So
the
yes,
land
it's
any more than any other
for
water
the
would
sake
be
of the spell. It's not in a closed container.
Yes, correct.
For the sake of this spell, it'll work. So Phil is going to call out. How deep is this water?
60 feet. If you're about to create or destroy water, you are going to make a vacuum when it starts crashing in.
That's not the spell I'm using, actually.
I have no idea what spell you're using, so.
What you got?
I have this thing called Control Water. I can Jesus this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's 100 feet in each direction in a cube. So, the question is, are we going to fall, or due to it, will we just go down with the water as it parts ways?
The branches extends the spell's area and separate pools of water to either side so that it remains until the end. Okay. Since you are standing over the water, you would not be affected by the flow of the water, which means yes, you would fall.
Okay.
As the water moves out from under you.
Okay.
If you were in it, you'd be taken with the water, but y'all are specifically on top of it, not affected by the flow.
Okay. That was what it, because I obviously don't want everyone to be falling 60 feet.
Yeah.
So.
Korvax wouldn't fall 60 feet. He'd fall about
Korvax
40 and then land on a fucking Hydra.
Hey, Korvax, are you willing to fall 40 feet?
There's a nod.
Okay, so I am going to part the water so that the way that it's situated is that only Korvax's gonna fall with this Hydra.
Okay.
I am going to lose concentration on
Your
the
max healing thing.
Beacon of Hope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I don't know why that rolled.
Yeah,
Oh, because of
it's
a
wrong
different
damage.
effect.
Yeah, so the Hydra's gonna fall first. The 30 feet.
It would fall. So it's going to take 3d6. So it's going to take 7 damage. And then Korvac's going to fall like a bloody meteor. He held his action specifically for this kind of shit. He has advantage now because he's not swinging underwater. He is going to drop. And he is going to get both of his slashes in as he crashes to the ground. He is going to deal, that's 21, so there's a 16 and a 21, meaning both of those hit. He is also going to get the additional weight of him falling on it, which is going to deal that much, and then the extra weight of his weapon falling on it's going to add that much. So this guy falls like a meteor, and he is going to do a total of 110 damage as he is going to cleave this thing's body in half,
Crashing it to the ground and killing it.
Nice.
As we have finished the combat, as nothing is left to fight you, and this thing isn't going to get up that quickly, that for today is where we're going to be ending it. We will deal with the ramifications of the battle next time. For everybody listening in, I do apologize for the technical difficulties earlier in the video, but I thank you for joining us. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!